Are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lance. Packer pressure, and he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are. And I wonder if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Lance chance to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he stays up. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Ebron with it over the middle. Touchdown, Packers! Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. Running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, pushing his way through. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Sermon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Lance going to sneak it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. The point after is good, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one.
Let's go, D. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. No.
The throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Back to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's not going to get me. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. left side. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. The play action throw. Steps away. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the...
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their home, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram. Yet another interception, and I just had to double check my math. I just had 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel
touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Rodgers. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's no good. Oh, and this is the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
All these years we've been watching the game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
That one looks like he'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.